Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, March 2nd.
This is a global issue.
U.S. Congressman Michael Waltz went on to say the U.S. and its allies need to do a lot more to ensure all countries are paying their fair share when it comes to the war in Ukraine. Amy Cherry has more on our lead story.
Waltz, who represents Florida's 6th congressional district, which includes Flagler and St. Johns counties, pressed Undersecretary of Defense Policy Colin Kahl at a House Armed Services Committee hearing on oversight of U.S. military support to Ukraine.
The United States provided $30 billion in security assistance. The next nearest is Germany at $3.5 billion, a tenth of what we've provided. UK less than $3 billion, France less than $1 billion. So all in total, even though our economies of the EU and the United States roughly the same, the Europeans have provided less than half of what we have. Is that fair? Is that effective burden sharing?
Kahl answered.
You actually take the top 20 contributors of security assistance to Ukraine as a percentage of GDP. The United States ranks 10th. And there are a number of European countries that are above the bar. You mentioned Estonia. Latvia is also up there, but countries like Poland, Finland, Norway, Denmark, the Czech Republic, Sweden are all above us as a percentage of GDP.
Dissatisfied with that answer, Waltz asked again.
What have we done to get Germany and France and Italy and these large economies clearly in the heart of NATO, in the heart of Europe, and directly, if we buy into the matter that this is in our interest because if Putin slices through Ukraine, he'll keep going. What have we done effectively to get them to step up to the plate, at least dollar for dollar, dollar for euro?
Kahl responded.
The Defense Department has certainly worked alongside the White House and the State Department on diplomacy in this regard from the very beginning. That's why the Secretary of Defense holds these monthly meetings. They started in Ramstein Air Base in Germany. The Germans, as of now, have provided $3.58 billion. The UK has provided $2.85 billion.
In addition to reiterating he'd like to see more cost sharing of military aid for Ukraine, Waltz also questioned the timing of U.S. military assistance. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A suspect is arrested in the fatal shooting of a dog in Palm Coast.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley says it happened on Monday in the W section.
Deputies arrested a man after he shot and killed his German Shepherd and then tried to report that his home was burglarized and the intruder killed his dog. However, the evidence determined that he fabricated this story to try to cover up the crime of murdering his dog.
Multiple firearms were seized from the suspect's home.
Deputies arrested him after serving a search warrant, recovering the evidence, and he was taken to the Green Roof Inn. It's a great job by our team investigating and seeing through the smoke screen that this individual had tried to present.
The suspect is being held on no bond. A motive for the shooting is not known. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
It's time for the annual Flagler Reads Together.
Join the 22nd annual Flagler Reads Together during the month of March. Flagler Chief of Special Projects and Library Director Holly Albanese talks about the event kickoff.
Our kickoff celebration will be open mic poetry reading on Saturday, March 4th from 1 to 2:30. We ask people to register. They can come and read from their favorite poet or they can be the poet.
Then on Wednesday, the 22nd from 2:45 to 4:30, there will be a book discussion on the chosen selection, Our Missing Hearts. Then there will be a movie matinee from 1 to 4 p.m. on Friday, the 24th, featuring a story based in New England. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
How does the livestock get to the fair?
They don't just magically appear there. It takes buying the animal when it's small and raising it to a certain weight or age to get to the fair. Penny Buckles is the Flagler County Fair Youth Show president. She said it takes more than just care and feeding.
They have to clean their pens and feed them every single day. They have to spend time with them because they're judged. It's a showmanship part of the shows where they're judged on how they've raised their animal and what their animals are capable of doing in the ring. And they have to be able to answer the questions that the judges ask them.
Buckles said that 4-Hers and FFA members also have to market their animals to make the most per pound when they sell the animal at auction. Listen to Lifeline on the Flagler radio app anytime. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.